Well, this is a update on that Whirpool microwave that I bought about 15 months ago. Warranty just ran out a couple months ago, 3 months ago, and guess what? The thing broke. Started having trouble about a week ago where when you open the door, the light inside wouldn't come on and the control panel would go dead and wouldn't do anything. And you'd have to open and slam the door a bunch of times to try and get it to work, and you can see it's all dark in there and the control panel's dead. So it did work randomly for about a week. There's my old one that I had to bring back up to use in the meantime. So it did work on and off for a week, and then finally it just completely died and I couldn't get anything going. And I took it apart, and it looks like that switch right there is the problem. It was kind of jamming and sticking, and I took some contact spray and tried cleaning it out and stuff, but you can see the application they've got it in. They're using a ramp to drive it back in when it's actually a switch that is made to be pushed straight in. So it looks like it's the wrong application for how they're using it. So it's it's definitely got a problem, and I've ordered a replacement assembly. So you can't just buy the switch. I looked, and there you can see how that control panel goes on. But I'm going to do a better video once I get the replacement for that, because the new part that they interchange is actually a different part. So hopefully they change something in there to make it a little bit better. So I'm just, I got that switch out, and I got that, so it seemed like it was working. And then the main fuse was blown, and guess what? You have to pull this whole microwave out, take that top cover off, and the fuse is buried right there in the top. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Most of them is right behind the control panel, so you can easily change it. And there's that screw for removing the control panel there I'm showing. But, just to check a fuse, just use a meter, and you'll see if it's open, it's gone. And this one definitely was gone. So I went down to Home Depot. There's that spray I got for cleaning up the switch. I sprayed some of that in there to temporarily fix it. And they have special microwave fuses, so I picked up 2 of them, the 20 amp replacement ones. It turned out that the new one was a great color. It was just a hair smaller in diameter. It was like a 6 millimeter instead of a 1/4 inch, but it did fit in there and went back together. And so I just popped that in and then just double checked and make sure it worked before I put the top back on. And you can see the lights on now and the control panel's active and everything. So I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they put that fuse in there. They could have at least put like a hole in the top cover there, a little cover over it with one screw holding it in place to access it. But no, this is, if you have to pay somebody to do this, it's going to be a very expensive job to replace that fuse on it. So you may want to think about a service contract on this, if you buy one of these things, because between the fuse and the way that switch is actually mounted in there and the application, the way they applied it, I can see problems in the future with it. So anyhow, I'm just trying to get this all back together, and the cover kind of wraps around everything, and there's screws across the top. It has some clips that go behind like the control panel there, and it also has a batch of screws that goes across the top there. And there you have to fight with a little bit to get everything back together. And then there's screws across the back, and there's also another 6 screws on the bottom. And it would have been nice if right there they had just popped a hole in it, put a cover on it. So, you could have just tipped it down while it was still in the cabinet and changed the fuse, but no. So I thought I'd just, I'd just warn you about this, because, I think that's really, that really wasn't the right way to do it, but that's my opinion. Anyhow, I'm just putting this back together now, and I'm going to put it back in, and I'm hoping that contact cleaner keeps that switch working. There's those bottom screws where they go in there, because I did order a new assembly, and from the looks of it, I can't really find out any information. It's a replacement part. It's been the one that was in here was superseded by another number. And it looks like it comes with all 3 switches and all the little mechanisms. But like I said, I'll do a follow-up video once I get it. But, here I am putting the microwave back up in the cabinet. I didn't take a video of taking it out. I was kind of really mad and cursing and angry trying to get that thing out of there, so I didn't really want to get the camera out. But you know, you can see here it's definitely, you know, it takes a lot of work just to change a little fuse. And when I was looking online for the replacement part, I actually did see that there were a couple other of the same model numbers. Somehow there were repair records online of appliance companies fixing them, and I saw that there were two more of the exact same model that had the same thing happen. The switch assembly went and the fuse blew on them. So it looks like it's, you know, it's not just mine that this happened to. So for now, like I said, I'm putting this back in place just so that we're going to try it and see how long it'll last after, you know, cleaning that all out and lubing up the switch and everything. But I know it's not going to last forever. So the replacement part should be here probably in about 10 days. I took the cheapest shipping way possible because you know, I figured if this doesn't last, I can use the other microwave. Plus, it's you know, it's easy to replace from the front. It's just a matter of pulling that control panel off and popping the switch out. Funny thing is, I searched online to see if anybody else made anything similar to this, you know, being such a short, compact package. And the only other one I think was made by KitchenAid. Actually, when I looked at it, it was the same as this one. It looked like just a rebranded model. So I don't think there's any other option out there. So you know, you just have to be prepared if you buy one of these that you could possibly have problems like I did. Now, I do see there's a different model number. Mine is a -0, and I see that there is a -1 out now. So if you buy a new one, you may want to make sure that it's got the -1 at the end. So there it is, back in place, and for now, everything's working. I open and close it, and, you know, before the light wouldn't come on, it would go dead. So, you know, it looks like I did get it at least patched up for now. Time to clean it up a little bit, and we've been using a lot of these 7th generation products lately because my wife has a problem with any kind of chemical smell, and these things actually have zero odor or fragrance, so they you know, they work out good for her. And I am looking for some charcoal filters to replace, cut some new pieces for the charcoal on the bottom because it's time to replace them also. Well, the wings look like they're done, and it's time to go in and have some lunch. I just wanted to do a follow-up on this, and, you know, it's really been a great microwave. We love it, but it looks like, you know, it does have some problems that you might have to fix in the future. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.